Celestial presents you with health, well-being and spirituality.
Hello and welcome to Parveen Smith's Celestial on this day. It's the 7th of September 2014 and welcome to Parveen Smith's Celestial. And thank you for bearing with me. I've been very, very busy over the last week or so there hasn't been many broadcasts out for you in the last week, but I will keep up with them as much as possible, as you already know. So again in September, it's a very beautiful evening and day, should we say. We've had a great weekend on this first weekend of September as well. And what we're looking at sharing with you today is a variety of things. I'm going to be talking to you about nourishing the temple of our soul, which is how we look at feeding ourselves, our bodies, our minds and our spirits. And indeed, it is important to treat your mind and your body as a temple of your own sacred place, your sacred space or place, a special place of being. And this is all about keeping ourselves to a natural path as possible and eating all the natural foods we possibly can. And if we do, we will have a healthy and longevity of a lifestyle as well, if we look at keeping it into the best we possibly can. So as you already know, some of you do ask, how do I keep myself healthy? Well, I'm 44 years old and I do like to keep as healthy as I possibly can. I usually eat 2 meals a day, but I can say over the last week or so I've indulged just slightly, so I might have actually eaten a little bit more than 2 meals a day as I've been spending time with family and friends, and particularly family, and enjoying both aspects of being with my mother-in-law, whom is quite a character, but also my mother just recently over the last couple of days or so is visiting me. And we've been talking about healthy foods, and she brings me some lovely delights as she comes from Leicestershire. And when she brings her delights of fresh fruits and vegetables from Leicester Market, it's always a delight to be able to cook a good meal with them and eat them. So today my topic is nourishing the temple of the soul by eating natural foods as possible. And the diet has to be colourful, as I'm going to be showing with you here today, because I have a variety of things that I've brought in to show, because we've had the food festival in Nantwich, which has been a fantastic event for many people who have been here. And what I can share with you here is, if I can just take this really, really big plate here and show you what I've got for you. Now, particularly, we're looking at fresh foods as possible. So we look at colourful diet, such as your wonderful array of peppers, of the best colours that you can possibly get: red, yellow, orange and green peppers. And we're also looking at using the best products as you possibly can. For example, I have here Himalayan salts, and they're very, very good for you because they've not been refined as a salt and very natural in its own right. And I brought a meal from the Nantwich Food and Drink Festival this weekend, and the things that we've bought is to make a beautiful pasta dish with only the best ingredients. So I'd like to share with you, first of all, here I've got some Parmesan cheese, which I'm going to be grating on top of my wonderful Italian meal that we're going to be making in the next day or so. And again, spaghetti, which is made out of spinach as well. So it's amazing that we can eat such a healthy, nourishing diet for the temple of our soul. So the Asian and the Mediterranean culture has been going on for some time. They've been appreciating their diet for thousands of years. And it's been a really healthy diet as well, as we look at the qualities of foods that we have. But we've got to remember, it's got to be the rich foods, the fibre-rich foods, the rich in vitamins, wholesome, looking at the most important thing is that the good the food is, the good the body is going to be as well. So lots of foods that we can eat will give us a backup as an anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, for example, anti-heart attack, anti-aging, because we're putting the right products into our body for nourishing the temple of the soul. I'm also going to be sharing with you that whilst I was at the Nantwich Food and Drink Festival, I bought something which is a taste of Southern Africa, and it's basically called Mama Sabora sauce. And because I am a chili person, I'm going to say this is something that I will be eating a lot of on my dishes. And some of you already know that I do like my food hot, and I believe that the heat that is in our food can give us very much on the level of nourishing our body as well, because it burns calories. I'm a big believer of that. So the further we look into nourishing our temple of the soul through food and our diet, the best that we possibly can make it, is going to be a wonderful delight for us. Hope you've enjoyed this sharing, but before we go any further, I'd like to share some more from Expressions of the Soul by Keith Crump, and today I will share with you One Day We Will Know. Okay, so one day we will know why the seasons never change, what lies beyond the mountain range, what lies beyond the mountain range, why humans act the way they do. As of this time, we only have a clue. Why every day the sun comes up, the daylight fills our loving cup. The rains that swell our rivers deep, the dreams at night when we're asleep. Why nature makes us feel alive, why things we want, they make us strive to fill ourselves, our lives with things we like, the things we cling to every day. The things we do, the things we say, the weather, why it seems so grey, why it seeks, time goes so slow. One day soon we will know why the nations play with fire, why they follow our heart's desire, why the universe so vast was made to stand and was made to last. Why things we fear that make us sigh, while we are so afraid to die. One day all these things will go, and come that day we will know. As we all look up into the sky and ask for help and wonder why, and know when the bad things will go, come that day we will know. So a beautiful expressions of the soul poetry by Keith Crump, who's going to be continuing to share more with us here as always. What I'd like to also share with you here today is that continue to stay tuned to Celestial Parveen Smith, or Parveen Smith Celestial, and I'll be bringing you more things to help you gain more inspiration and looking after your soul, your spirit, and nourishing the temple of your soul. Thank you very much. Speak to you soon, very soon.